crafty, but is it really? Yeah, her name is Crafty. Yeah, girl, let's see here. CraftyRia, yeah, CraftyRia. I said Crafty makes all sorts of stuff. I said, well, CraftyRia, she's tough and cool. CraftyRia, yeah, CraftyRia. I said Crafty makes all sorts of stuff. I said, well, CraftyRia, she's tough and cool. Yeah. Ever since she was a little girl, she's said, I like to make things with my hands. I like to make some art that I can put up on a wall, or maybe put it in the mail, and maybe someday someone will get it, you know. Yeah, you know I like to make myself some Christmas cards. Yeah, I like to make all types of stuff. I like to take little scraps of paper, I like to put them all together real cool. Yeah, don't you know that it's fun? I like to do it, yeah. Yeah, say CraftyRia, that's the name, yeah. CraftyRia, say it now, Crafty makes all sorts of stuff. She does now. CraftyRia, she's tough and cool, yeah. You know, she streams on YouTube, it's true. You just gotta put a name right in there, hit subscribe. You should, yeah. And all you ever see are both her hands, you know. Makes me kind of suspicious, you know, that's all I'm saying. You know, maybe she's not a human being. I mean, it's possible. We got all types of things in the chat. You know, we got cows, we got chickens, we got people who supposedly have faces. We got all types of people here too, yeah. You know, maybe she's, you know, maybe she's some kind of creature. Maybe she's got tentacles. I mean, I don't know. Maybe she's got tentacles and she's got hands, animatronic human hands on the ends of two sticks, and she just puts those in front of the camera and does all the crafts, which would make it even more impressive than it already is. You know, just the dexterity involved in such a thing. You know, it would be ridiculous, you know. Yeah. Don't you know her name is CraftyRia? I figured out a secret. She's an octopus. I said she's an octopus, ladies and gentlemen. That's all the stuff I said. Yes, CraftyRia, she's tough and cool. You know, I figured out a secret. I always wondered how she could make all her crafts so fast. Turns out she's got 8 tentacles. She can make 3, 4 different crafts at one time. She could be making a Christmas card over here. She could be unboxing like VB crafts and flamingo diamond paintings and sealing wax embellishments with the others. You know, she could do all types of stuff, man. You know, all at once. You know, she could split her octopus brain into all types of different, you know, things. Yeah. She's tough, yeah. Let's talk about it. CraftyRia. She streams on YouTube, yeah. CraftyRia. With her human hand extensions. Makes all sorts of stuff. I said diamond painting. Diamond painting. I said diamond painting. Just one pro use. You're sick in the head. That I'll tell you what, that boy ain't right. He just say he ain't right, man. Let me tell you, you know, jeez, dude. CraftyRia, she's tough. Yeah. CraftyRia. CraftyRia. Yeah, maybe she has an OnlyFans. do. Well, the name is Crafty, but is it really? Yeah, her name is Crafty. Yeah, girl, let's see her.
There we go. Hello. I should have sound now. I had the mic on, but I didn't have the setting on OBS on. Okay, so technology. Welcome in and happy almost New Year. This is the last Monday Night Live of 2025. So we are preparing for the new year. And welcome in Deborah and Susan and Destalou. Glad to have you all here. I hope you all had a wonderful and very Merry Christmas and you are ready for the new year. Today we're going to do a Mad Lib in this book, although it's not a Christmas Mad Lib. This book has other things in it. So we're going to do a Mad Lib out of this. So if anybody would like to be the volunteer to pick the words, please just type volunteer in the chat. Welcome in, Michelle. All right. And then today I thought I would do some recycling Christmas cards, but with more of a winter, let it snow kind of theme. So they can be sent like all month in January, or they can be saved until next year and sent in Christmas. Or they can be sent, as Michelle's doing, as a New Year card. Excellent. All right, so I picked out some cards out of here. I will show you what I've got. Oh, first of all, let's go. Meanwhile, I will pick the words until we get a volunteer. And the first Mad Lib word we need is an adjective. So just stick your adjectives in the chat. And we will go from there. And let me know what you guys did for Christmas. Did you guys have wonderful family plans? Did you stay home for Christmas? Let me know what you guys did. And what awesome Christmas gifts that you received or had given. I got a bunch of Lego sets, which is great. And Todd and I do a gift exchange where we only spend $5 on each other, which is very hard to do. And the first thing he got me didn't come in time. And so he had to get an emergency backup gift, which was a Peacock stainless steel tumbler. But then yesterday, these came in the mail, and they are goosemen. You saw my flippy floppy video. Excellent. Yes, I did post a video a couple days ago. I don't remember when it came out, with the flip-flop cards, which is the ones that show the front and the back. So anyway, Todd got me these mittens, and they are a goose. I'm a goose. I'm a goose mitten. Goose mitten. Honk, 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 honk. No, wait. That's a Canadian goose. I'm not that kind of goose. I'm a hand goose. Only hands goose. Okay, I sound like Sir Preston. Anyway, there's a set of two, obviously. Well, there's actually two pairs of these mittens. They are so funny. They're I could talk with my hands. That's right. I'm lefty, and I'm right. I'm always right. I'm always lefty. You know, there. Okay, I'll stop with the silliness. They're very warm. So anyway, that's my funny Christmas gift. Just had a quiet Christmas. Her brother and sister-in-law went to their daughters, but you couldn't go. I hope you had a good Christmas, even though it was quiet. All right, so that is my make. Angie's going to be very upset that she missed my goose talking with my hands. All right, so I have some cards. Like I said, I went through my cards and I picked out some of the wintry ones that I could like cut apart and make into cards. We have the ice skating pig, which I keep coming back to. I think I'm going to have to do something with that. What does the inside say? It just says, wishing you all the joys that the season brings. That is really cute. Okay, you saw it. Okay, excellent, Ange. I was thinking Ange isn't here to see my talking with my goose hands. Welcome in, Cece. This one here, I could, obviously there's some parts that are Christmas, but I could probably cut apart some of the things that aren't necessarily Christmas. We have another dog. We have these penguins. They're postcards from the National Geographic, but that's just winter. These are winter. I mean, I could cut that out there. We have a snowy church. We have some winter birds. Winter owl. This one here I thought I could cut apart as well. And the same with some of these. I could cut the wintry part out. These are just dogs. That's a winter scene. That one is really pretty. This says, let it snow. So yeah, there's some of these. This here I thought would be pretty. I could do Make a Wish. They are great dogs, Destaloo. They are. So we have those winter scenes. Neither one of them, I don't think, are Christmassy. They have a snowman, but you can build snowmen in January. Some winter birds. Cardinal. I don't know how you could get this off without fussy cutting around the dog. And then we have that. So we have a bunch that we could work with. Let's do the German Shepherd and that other dog to start with, because Ripley would want me to do that. And we are looking for one adjective for the Mad Lib. If you would like to participate, just put them in the chat. I really like this German Shepherd with the snow on his nose, We have some snowflakes there, but I'm thinking I could cut this down and put it on a smaller card base. I'm going to cut this here. First of all, I'm going to cut this here because I can use this on another card or as a party on the inside. I'm not sure. We'll take this Merry Christmas off. Let's see where we sit with this for now. Bucktooth. We had a bucktooth second grade teacher. She was awesome. Welcome in, Stephen Shaw. Stephen is hosting our New Year's Eve party bus on Twitch. I'm very excited for that Wednesday night. Welcome in, Elka. All the way from Germany. I hope all of you are having a good holiday season. This barely fits. I could probably cut it a little smaller on the bottom and the top and do it landscape. Wednesday night is your last night drinking for a whole month. Congratulations. He's hosting Dry January. What is it? Juice Free January? I can't remember what you called it. All right, so we have the doggy in the snow. And this Merry Christmas I can use on another card. No Juice January. There you go. I knew it was something cool like that. Let me see about, I always think of blue when I think of snow cards. But that blue I thought was too bright. I really want more of a muted color. Maybe this one. I kind of like that one. Could also do it in gray. I think I like the gray. Let's go with the gray. That's right. No Juice January. And I'm going to need something to make the sides look good. I'm looking at my embellishments, my ribbons. I don't know where my snowflake ribbon is. I have silver. You like the turquoise. I'm maybe actually leaning toward the turquoise. I have this for the sides. Let's see how that looks on the turquoise. Let me go back to that. Because this would be a good party on the inside on turquoise. Let's go with that. All right. Did you have a Merry Christmas, Stephen? I hope you did. I have this really narrow silver, I think it's self-adhesive tape. Yeah, it's kind of, you're right, it's a little bit of a, it's kind of a grayish color in real life. It may look a little turquoisey on camera, but I like it. And then there's the trees in there too. Got a homemade chicken tamales with green sauce that your sister-in-law made. Oh, that's really good, Deborah. That sounds good. You're glad it's over. Sometimes Christmas can really, it can take a toll, and other times it's good. Everybody has a different experience. Okay, got that side. And then we'll put the other side. Welcome in, Carol Greenwood from California. Sounds a lot better than the meatloaf you had. Oh no. Welcome in, Christine. All the way from halfway around the world in the summertime over there. Well, Stephen, you are gearing up for New Year's Eve. That's why. It's on your mind. It is on your mind. And we are looking for adjectives if anybody would like to put one in for the story, the Mad Lib. I will randomly pick one, otherwise I will go with buck-toothed. I don't know if I can get this on there. I'm trying to put this rubber band on there. There, we got it. I need to see if I need to trim this a little bit because I want a little more of the blue to show on each side. And trim a little bit from each to kind of make it even. There, and that'll give a little bit on all the sides. Oh, this stupid thing, the tape gets wrapped around there. And then I have to fight with it every so often. But this one is ready to go that I do not have to fight with. The other one's just my emergency backup. And I will leave it for when I need an emergency backup and fight with it at a different time. CraftyRia will not be happy. That's a problem for CraftyRia. That's what I always say. Then we're going to put this party on the inside there. You woke up at 6 a.m. yesterday and he was already putting masa in the... Oh, that's nice. I had real corn masa tamales in Mexico. Oh, they're so good. And the actual corn husks. So good. what a difference between the American style and then the real Mexican ones. So good. The non-genuine. He is from Mexico, so yes, he makes them the right way. I'll put some of these iridescent snowflakes. I almost said cornflakes because I was thinking about corn. These, I'm going to put some cornflakes on this card. Don't eat the card though, okay? Nobody eat the card. I cannot talk. Nobody eat the cornflakes I'm putting on this card. Let's just make up names for everything. This is a cornflake card. I'm going to have it overhang a little bit onto the side. And we're going to put one of these over here. Let's put one down there. There's an older Hispanic couple that lives 2 houses down from Stephen. They brought him tamales on Christmas Eve and food on Thanksgiving. Oh, that is so nice. Cornflakes and goose hands. Yes, we are on a roll tonight. Where am I going to put this one? I'll put it there. Okay. Goose hands making cornflakes. Yeah, there's no telling what I'm doing today. No alcohol has been involved with making of this broadcast. All right. We have no more adjectives. So, yeah, they're the prettiest cornflakes I've ever seen. Bucktooth is the adjective. All right, the next word we need a place. Just one, place. In the old movies, they make us the snow from white-colored cornflakes. Well, see, Elka, that's it. These are just white-colored, iridescent cornflakes that I make snow with. I'm going to leave that to be Times Square. Excellent. All right. I'm writing these down as I get to them. Walk-in closet. True's car trunk. Welcome in, True. I hope you had a Merry Christmas. Walk-in closet. These are all good. Car trunk and Eiffel Tower. Were you away? I see you're back home now. As long as you weren't in your car trunk. All right, I'm going to cut this guy out too. I'm going to cut it smaller to try to put on an A2 size card. Let's see. I'm going to cut that and that. Cut this white piece off and cut it. Where's his ear go? His ear's there. Cut it to about there. So we have that. And this piece I think would be good for a party on the inside. Oh, a 6-hour drive. See, that would be pretty. This one here kind of has like this snow going through it. It's not as nice. But that would be, this one here could be the party on the inside. Okay. Let me get my card bases. This one probably white, I would guess, since it is mostly white. Again, you know, I'm going to do it that same kind of way. All right, I have a good food making experience, true. I don't want to make it any more narrow because it would be kind of cutting his ears off. Although his ear, I guess I could cut a little bit there. No, I like his face more centered. So I'm going to leave it like that. And I'll just put something down each side. Let me see. Oh, what about black? Since he is black, let me see if I have a black tape. I do. I'd rather use tape rather than ribbon. I do have this black ribbon, but I don't have anything to wrap the ribbon around in case it frays, but I have this black tape. Let's see if it's wide enough. It should be. If I can find the end. I think I found the end here. Yeah. Yeah, we'll do that. Let's see. How wide is this card? I thought it was a little wider. Yeah, it is a little wider than 5.5. It seemed a little long in the box. There. Take off a little sliver. Okay. All right. True didn't tell us what he's making. I wonder what he's cooking. I'm nosy like that. I need to know. We'll make it up. What do you guys think True is cooking? Spaghetti and meatballs is my guess. I don't know. Or spaghetti of some sort. That would be my guess. Or maybe leftovers from his parents. That could be if they sent him home with some food. I don't know. Okay. So just some black tape here. They're not exactly even. All right, let's try this again. I know, he just drove 6 hours. You're right. Maybe hot dogs or a sandwich or I don't know. Yeah, probably not spaghetti and meatballs. Maybe grilled cheese. Sounds good on a cold winter's day. Yesterday here it was in the 60s. Today it is in the 20s. I don't know what is going on with weather, but it is crazy. It's just nuts and crazy. All right, I'm going to pick one of those places. Cereal for dinner, like right, iridescent, right, Cece. He's having iridescent cornflakes. His teeth will be so glistening white. All right, let me think which one of those things I want to pick. Spaghetti with meatballs make Jack Lemmon in the movie The Apartment. I've not seen that. There's got to be a story behind that. All right, let me see. We have I like walk-in closet, and I also like True's car trunk. Let's see. I'll do the walk-in closet. We're going to need a person in room. Maybe we should pick True for that. We need 2 people in the room. I'm going to pick them both. I'm going to go by True for 1. And then who am I going to pick for the second one? I'll think about it. Now we need a type of liquid. Type of liquid. Hot toddy. Okay. Oops, I didn't glue that on yet. So yeah, I made some flippy cards. They are on my regular YouTube channel. That video is out. I have some neat ones planned. And I will be adding more kind of as we go on. I have a door card I want to do where you open the front door and you get something cool you see something cool on the inside, and some shaker cards. So I have some ideas. All right, so we have that on the inside. And again, I know this is boring, but I'm going to put snowflakes on the front. Where did I put my snowflakes? I found them. Cornflakes on the front. Sparkling grape juice, diet soda, ice water. Put that up there. Last night's low was 60. Tonight's will be in the 20s here in South Carolina. See, that's how it was. In the middle of the night, I think it was still in the 60s. And then it got colder since then, and it's been in the 20s today. It's very cold. That's insane. I don't know. And Susan, if you are listening, I remembered the other day that I never sent you the white rickrack. I will send some to you. I totally forgot about it and felt terrible that I forgot about it. And I made myself a note, and I will send it to you in the mail. Black Russian. You guys have alcohol on the brain. I'll put this here. A frozen margarita. Yes. I don't know. And it rained last night too. And I thought I was afraid it was gonna turn to ice since the ground was wet, but it did not. Poor Mrs. Claus, I know. I'm sorry, Susan. I'm so sorry. I thought of that and I was horrified. I'm like, I cannot believe I forgot to send that to her. It's coming your way. I will send it. I promise. You could use some numbing. Go lay out in the ice cold weather and you will be very numb. Ange. All right, so we have this cute little doggy with the snow and then a little bit of a party on the inside. And these are great to send, like if you owe someone some white rickrack, for example, you could put one in one of these cards. So they're both similar. Well, the cold, being out in the cold won't make you sick, so that's a good thing. All right, now let's pick another card. Quick and easy. See, Ange knew it. Chicken fingers and fries. Okay, excellent, excellent. All right. I'm just writing some of these things down. All right, so I don't know if True heard, but we picked him as a thing, as a person in the room. I still need another person in the room. A type of liquid, I'm gonna say hot toddy. Then let's do type of food, plural, just one type of food but plural, like chicken fingers, for example, and French fries and cornflakes. Can the Grinch, Bethany, we need a celebrity, so I will put the Grinch down in my list when we get to celebrity. That's a good idea. Way too many Christmas treats. I say there's not enough Christmas treats. All right. I got some violet candy for Christmas. They're chocolate candies. And that's kind of cute. We have a lot of dogs, though. That one is pretty. I have a lot of dogs. So much junk. I know. It's the time of year where we tend to eat junk. All right, I have those. Where is this other? I had one that was like a penguin-y thing. This one, that's cute too. All right. Listen to me, a penguin-y thing. Lots of junk and one really delicious meal. Okay. This one is adorable. I like that a lot. This one is pretty. All right, let's start with those two. All right, so this one here, we have this cute little ice skater, but we have this very Merry Christmas, which I can cut off. I think all I need is like that much of her for a card, because you get the idea that she's ice skating. This here could be used on another card or as a party on the inside. And then this could be used as a sentiment inside of a card. So I'm going to start by cutting off this guy. You're going to go make hot chocolate. Okay. All right, Deborah. We'll be here. I'm going to cut this off there. And then we have that. Then I'm going to cut this for a sentiment on a card. I'll put that in my thing. Yes, the power of suggestion. You're right. This could be party on the inside. I'm not sure about that. Okay, but this definitely could be a party on the inside. And this guy, I don't know about that. I might have to, when I use him on a card, do a more fussy cut. He's more dressed in he's a reindeer and he's dressed in Christmas attire. So I'll put that with my Christmas card stuff. But this card doesn't really have any Christmas likings on it. I would love hot chocolate. If someone wants to make me a hot chocolate and bring it to me, I would greatly appreciate that. I'll give you my address. That is a little too bright. What about this? That is a much better color. And then I just need something to fill up the other half. Let me think. Let me get my ribbons. Hold on a second. I have this here, has gold and silver ribbon. I know it would be cold by the time it got here. You're right. Let's see. A big old piece of ribbon there. That is that. I would like one with snowflakes on it. But of course I don't have one. This is pretty cool. Oh, that one is pretty. If it gets cold, it's just called a yes. Yes. Right. It's just called a chocolate. Michelle's going to have ice cream. That's brr cold. I have an idea for this. Ooh. What if I had a piece of blue, a small piece of blue ribbon? I have this color, but let me get my light blue. Let's see if I have anything in here. Maybe just a piece of this. That's the perfect color tied around it, or a piece of this. Let's see which one I like. Okay. Take both of those out. Probably not the silver. Put some ice cream in the chocolate, and it could either be chocolate ice cream or iced chocolate. You know, I've heard a lot of, or I've seen ice cream shops have frozen hot chocolate. It wouldn't be hot then if it was frozen hot chocolate, now would it? But, you know. All right, let's see here. I've seen that, Michelle. I've seen people like that. Okay, we're going to put this here. I'm going to put glue at the top, you know, tape at the top and the bottom, and then pinch it together and tie this around it, I think. Let me tie that around it first. I'm not sure if this is going to be what I want. Let's see if I can tie this. I don't think it's going to go in a bow. This is not long enough. Just kind of give it an idea here. Maybe up a little higher. Yeah, I think that'll work. But do I want that to be in a bow? Do I want a bigger piece and make it a bow? I don't think so. Then I'm going to take this. It needs a mat. But I don't want to mat it because I want this to be the background color. I'm going to see if I can get it to go on here. Kind of, I'm going to fold it over. Let's try this. Put some tape here. I'm going to try to do it without a mat. I don't like doing ribbon without a mat, but I'm going to try. Let's see if I can make it work. And let's see, I'm going to go to here. And put this. I don't know. I agree that it needs a mat. However, oh, just for the penguin. Yeah, but this, it's going to be on the blue, see, and that's white, so I kind of like it like that. Okay, yeah, see where I'm going. You see, you get to the idea. The idea. Try to get that across the top. It doesn't have to be perfect. Almost like, it reminds me of a curtain. I was thinking of doing that, but I think I could just stick this kind of under the corner like that. And it's got a little bit of an accordion, but I think that'll be okay. Like that. Let's see. Let me stick this down. Let's pick that piece up a little bit there and put this down. It's got a couple little pleats. It's not really accordion folded, but a couple little pleats along the top. There. Get that out of the way. And then I'm going to take this, I'm going to fold it like that, so I know where it needs to bend, and do this. Put some of this here, tape, and fold this up. There. And put a bunch of tape down here. And I'm going to fold this little piece behind there. I'm going to loosen this a little bit and lift it up and kind of make it so it's not so tight. There. I kind of like the idea of a bow here, though. Let me see if I have a bigger piece of this blue. Where did I put my blue? Where did I put my blue ribbon? Oh, it's over here. I found it. This piece might be bigger. These are all really small pieces. Let's see if I have a bigger one. This one is the biggest. Yeah, it's much bigger. This will be big enough to tie a bow. It'll take up some room. This is just seam binding. It's not really fancy ribbon. And I will turn it upside down, tie a bow. It's not great. It's just enough ribbon, but the bow doesn't have to be very big. There. And I will trim and trim. And let me pull this down a little bit more. Okay. There we go. It's not as stiff as ribbon, so it's a little hard to get it to lay perfect, but there. Kind of reminds me of a little curtain or something. It's kind of cute. I think it's cute. We're going to go with that. A showster on ice, yes. All right. There. Now, let me get, let's see. Our next word was type of food, plural. I'm going to go with chicken strips. No, cornflakes. Let's go with cornflakes, since that's what we said as a mistake. And then we're going to need a part of the body. Part of the body. And I might as well put one of these snowflakes. I have like a million of them. I could put one down here on the blue. Cold nose, yes. We have those today, don't we? All of us have cold noses. Okay, maybe not Christine, okay. I don't know, Christine, what is your temperature by you guys? Is it really warm? Us in the northern hemisphere, I should say, have cold noses today. In the southern hemisphere, you're probably sweltering. All right, that's pretty cool. I like it. Oh, where did I put? Here it is. This little piece could be a party on the inside. We'll put it there. Put it right there with that little snowflake hanging out. breast, thighs, wings, and legs. Oh, it's 68. That's not really that warm. I don't know. That's kind of cold. On Christmas Day, Oklahoma had warmer temperatures than you did. That is crazy. That is insane. Okay, and I'm going to put this away. I hardly ever use wide ribbon on cards. So I was glad to use that. All right, so that is done. Where have I put my other cards? Okay, I'm going to move these to where I normally put them. I did not have them in a good spot. Let's see what we have. We have an owl. Now this says the inside is Christmas, and there's another problem. This is square. So if you were to mail this in a square envelope, it will cost you extra money to mail it. So I am going to take it out. I'm going to cut it apart and trim it down, trim some of that brick off there. I'll cut out that sentiment and use it on another card. It's 69 in Central Florida. Wow. And that's a little chilly for Florida even. Cracked heels, I know. All right, I'm going to cut this like that. And I rarely cut apart these cards that are, you know, new, unused, but we're going to do it on this one here. All right, so we have this owl. I left a little bit of that brick. I may trim a little bit more. A little bit closer to the red line there, because we have the red line on that side and the red line on that side. All right, and that's ivy, so that's not necessarily a winter plant, or I mean a Christmas plant. I'm going to cut this sentiment out and put it with my Christmas sentiments for other cards later, while I have it here, and it's easy enough to do. Vaseline isn't helping much. Vaseline is amazing stuff. This is really nice cardstock. This is nice white cardstock. It's heavy duty. I like it. All right, let's see. Let's get a white card base out. Yeah. That is good. I don't want to do it on green or red. Maybe on black. The reason I don't want to do it on green or red, even though they are in here, is because it will look too much like a Christmas card. Let me get my glitter paper. Black or brown, maybe. Let's see what black looks like. This isn't glitter paper. I gotta get it out of the other side, but I do have this black. It's a shimmery black. This might be good. It's not glitter, it's shimmer, but I think that's going to work. It's the right size. Let me get brown glitter paper first. If I have brown. Let's see what I have in this orangey thing. Here's some brown. That might be too dark. Let me see. This is very glittery. Let me go with this color of brown. When you were allowed to, you used to keep Vaseline and Q-tips at your desk for students' chapped lips. Yeah. There was a while that Vaseline kind of went out of fashion for stuff. Then, now dermatologists recommend it for most things. This is more of a black, glittery. I think that one might be actually, I like that a lot. Let's use that. Okay, let's go with that. It's really pretty. The only thing is there's this little ding on the corner. Let's see. I could trim this a little bit and get that little corner ding out. Yeah, this black I think matches better than the others. It is very thick. It is not a super shiny glitter paper. I would call it more of a shimmer paper. And then I just need something across the bottom. I have some cool things. I have this. That might be good across the bottom. I thought that kind of reminded me of snow. That might be good, actually. I also have some of this. Come out wherever you are. This is some, oh, this might be good. Holographic tape, but it's got little lines in it, and it kind of reminds me of feathers. And the owl has straight lines. You know, yes, they've all been critters. So far. Well, one is a penguin. A fake critter. So yes, they have all been critter-ish. Not intentional. It's just, I don't know. It's just how it happened. Just so I get an idea where to place this tape. Right there. Uh-oh. Come on, tape. It doesn't like to stick to the glitter. Stay on there long enough to fold over. There. Yeah, they're all kind of glitter. Yeah, they're all kind of glittery. They are. But critterish. Critterish? Wait, don't repeat that word. It is not a safe word. They're critter-like. Critterish. Yeah, that's... Someone could take that the wrong way, and YouTube's going to take down my videos. We do need a cat or a kitten in the snow. I'll have to see if I have one. I don't think I do. I don't think cats enjoy the snow. Okay. We'll put this on here. This here, first of all, it's going to need... Oh, okay, I'll have to look. I will look and see. I don't remember if there were cats. There might be cats. We'll have to do a cat. I don't know if they're in the snow. We have a pig that's ice skating. I know that. I added a little glue to that to help it stick to this glitter paper since nothing wants to stick to it. And then how about I have a fancy snowflake. I believe, yes. I'm not going to use a gold one because a gold one reminds me of Christmas. But I will use one of these silver ones down here. So we have that pretty embellishment down there. Excellent. We will leave that be. And then a floral body part. Let's go with cracked heels since many of you have cracked heels or mentioned that you do. Where's my pen? There it is. Okay. And let's see. Let's go to that celebrity. We did have someone mention the Grinch, and then there's other celebrities. I don't know what's up with Stream Elements. Yeah. It fell asleep. I have this roll of tape that is in my way. There we go. Get out of the way of my drink. All right, let's see what we have for... We have a lot of critters, actually, for cats. So we have this guy. We have penguins. So those are my critters. We have a deer. Those are not critters. You went to New Year's cards, to January birthdays, to April birthdays. We have a German Shepherd. That is not a critter. That is a critter. Non-critter, critter. Critter, critter. We have a cat and a dog. We have a cat. What am I doing here? Non-critter, non-critter, critter. I can't do my things. We have a dog and a bird and a non-critter. Critter, non-critter. Okay. And yes, we are doing a Mad Lib, and we do need names of celebrities in there in the chat. And I will pick one to go in the story. So we have these guys. Of course, it says Happy Holidays. And I'm not going to be able to cut this out, I don't think, and save it because the writing is too close to it. Let me see if I have a die cut that'll cut this in an oval without using the words Happy Holidays. I may not be able to use this card. Let me see if I have oval dies. I have those. I have those. I'm looking for my regular ovals though, without a fancy edge. Here's my, that's what I was really looking for. My infinity ovals. But let me try this one here. No, that's going to cut off too much of them. I want it to not cut the green line here at the bottom. I don't want it to cut its ear off either. So if I go right to the green line, it's going to cut off part of Happy Holidays. And this one's going to cut off. So if I don't cut the, don't cut the ear, it's going to get part of that happy. So the ear's going to have to be cropped a little bit off the top. That's what that's going to look like. But will this work as a background behind it? No, I don't think it's big enough. No. Okay. Let me try one of these just to see. Nope, it's not big enough. All right, well, really the only thing I could do is this. Oh, there we go. So it's a kid. This is a cat from Oklahoma that has been spayed or neutered. This is kind of cute too. This little cat in the, what if I left this? Oh no, never mind. It is not a new card. I was thinking it was a new card for a minute. We could do the cat and dog because they're cute together. All right. I'm just trying to rip the card. Trying to just rip that in half. I could, but then it would be a Christmas card. It wouldn't be a non-Christmas card. Maybe I will save it for a flippy card at another time and have it be it would be then, yes, it would be Christmas. Or I could just use it now as a Christmas card and leave it be. We could leave it as a Christmas. Let me put this away so I don't lose it. That's what I call them now, flippy. Nobody else had a better term for it, so I will call it flippy. Okay, so I'm going to use the Grinch as the celebrity. And then we need 4 nouns, 3 regular nouns, and a plural noun, 1 plural noun. And I will just grab the ones that I see as I see them. This will be a landscape-oriented flippy card. I'm going to trim it a little bit like this because there is a lot of white space. There, that's the size. I'll trim a little bit off the bottom too. All right, we have that. There's a little bit more there. Okay. And then that's what we have as it flips up. That's what you'll see on the inside. So there'll be an automatic party on the inside. What size do we have? 6 by about 4.5. Okay. So let me grab a piece of white cardstock. And I'm going to mark this at 5.5 and cut it down the middle. Okay. Okay. It's not the right size for a 5 by 7. This card is 6 by 5 or 4 3/4 ish. So I'm going to make a custom card base. So I just took an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper and cut it in half. And then I'm going to, so this is 5.5. I'm going to score it at 5. Yeah. Where's my, here it is. Score this here at 5. You could also come over here and score it at a 1/2 inch. I find it easier to score where I actually have like room to work over on the far end. So you want about a 1/2 inch scored. Then I'm going to fold it. We have a lot of good nouns. Bubble gum. Oh, let's see. Bubble gum. Glittery garland. Where did my paper go? I'm just going to write them in the story. Thank you, Angela. Let's see. Bubble gum, I like. I'm going to make one by hand, Michelle. Glittery garland. And that's so far. Keep them coming. Flippy card. Well, I'll wait. Keep them coming. I picked those two. I don't know why bubblegum made me almost laugh, so. All right, so we have this here. I'm going to put adhesive on this flap. And I would probably use my envelope punch board and make a card or an envelope using maybe a 2025 calendar. I will be posting a video on that coming up in the future. I'll probably set this card aside and have it handy. Okay, so I have this. We have like that. Just get rid of the excess adhesive. And then I'm going to trim this out. Welcome in, Pedro. I hope you had a happy holiday. We were talking about some delicious tamales before. So we have this. I've been making winter cards and we decided to make a cat card, but I'm going to leave this as a holiday card instead of a plain winter card. So when you get holiday cards that have either a winter theme or no theme, you could have cut these out and made a birthday card or any kind of card with the cat on it, but we decided to keep it and do, this is a flippy card, or just a flippy card. That's kind of bright. What about this green? Is probably not great either. Kind of stay. It's not really the same color. This one here is probably better. I'll use that one. I know. Glitter tape. Oh, these rubber bands are terrible. They don't last very long and they fall apart. Yeah, that'll be okay. That's close enough. And we shall put, oh, you know what? With this glitter tape, I have to first put a little bit of adhesive down. It doesn't like to stick very well. Which is the norm. Glitter tape does not like to stick. I mean, not glitter tape. Washi tape does not like to stick. It's the way it's made. Michelle made an envelope for her employees' Christmas cards this year. They freaked out. They were collecting them from others that weren't that exciting to reuse their family cards, money holders. Oh. I do like to, I make envelopes with maps, wrapping paper, magazine pages, especially those ones that have big pictures of flowers or travel or any of that. Things like that. Calendars. I like to hand make envelopes with a lot of those neat things that you would maybe use once and throw away. So we have that for the inside. So we have an automatic party on the inside. This is one that we cut out of another card earlier with best wishes for Christmas and the new year. All right. I happen to have this green. It's kind of big. I will cut it down a little bit unless I see something around that is smaller. This is smaller. All right, let me pick some of the other nouns. Let's see. Ostrich feather and frozen toes. If I didn't already use frozen toes. So, yeah, I did not. So let's go with, where's plural? Frozen toes. Oh, that's funny. Frozen toes and ostrich feather. Okay. And we need one more person in the room. Who will that be? And the other word we need is 2 articles of clothing, plural. So we need one person in the room and 2 plural articles of clothing. Maybe Pedro could be the person in the room. If you guys want some music after my stream, Pedro streams on Monday nights. Are you doing it tonight, Pedro? Texan Spaniard on YouTube. If so, Ange can post the link. If you try to post it, Pedro, you know, Stream Elements will have you arrested. Person Tacos. Is he in the room? SuperMegaTacos? Are you here? Are you here? Okay. Scarves, mittens, boots, belts, ugly Christmas sweaters, torn jeans. These are some great things. You're right, Christine, you're right. Pedro, if you are here, try posting your link. It might time you out, though. I think a moderator then can untime you out. Cod pieces. What are cod pieces? Like other than pieces of fish? Oh, right. If we say his name, summoning. We have to also talk about boobies, probably, to summon him proper. All right. This, I need to do something on the front of this. It has to have some sort of cod pieces. Are PP covered? I have never heard of that. I get quite the education. All right, let me get some green bling. I must not be old enough. They covered parts of the male anatomy in medieval times. Oh, you see, I'm not old enough. Back in the old days. I'll use this big green. Okay, I wasn't around. Thank you. I'm not the only one who's never heard of it. I wasn't around in medieval times. That's right. A good timing, Pedro. You came back just at the right time. You may want to leave again. I don't know, right? Neither was I. All right. Well, I don't know. Anne seems to know all about these. The crown beside your name. I don't see a crown beside your name. There are things now. See if that doesn't show up for me. Oh, top fans. Because you're one of my top fans, Michelle. Let me see. Do I have to turn it on? I don't know why it doesn't show up for me, but that is top fans in the chat. Learn that turn on a visit to an English museum. Excellent. I bet if you go to like Renaissance festivals and stuff, you would probably have heard that, which I don't do. So Pedro, are you streaming tonight on YouTube? I was telling everybody that after my stream, if they want to listen to some music, they can come visit your stream. You went to a Renaissance festival and saw so many naked folks covered by just chainmail. I don't know. I think just wearing chainmail would chafe. All right, there we have that. I liked it better in my head than I do on the thing, but that's okay. It's on there already. Okay, you are not streaming tonight. All right. The next Monday. I will put 3 of these here in the corner. Next Monday, the 5th, will be your first music stream of 2026. And Pedro and I and several other streamers next Wednesday on Twitch will be doing a tribute train for our friend Frank Lee. All right, so we have that. That almost looks like ... Yeah, it's going to be awesome. I need to work on learning more Frankly songs. I want to learn one of his originals, but then also songs from his list that he did. A lot of like yacht rock and stuff. So we have that. I'm going to leave that as is. So we did a Christmas card and we did other winter cards. Let's see, where are we at with this? Article of clothing, 2 of them. What ones do I want to use? How about ugly Christmas sweaters and torn jeans? Ugly Christmas sweaters and torn jeans. I mean, I could do, what was that other word? Cod. I forgot what it was. And a person in the room, we're gonna pick Pedro. Cod piece. Let's do cod pieces instead of torn jeans. Now that we know what they are. Thank you, Pedro. That's the one I want to learn. Me, I kind of like it. I have to listen to it. Oh, you are so awesome. Pedro's the best. You guys, Pedro is awesome. You rock. You rock, Pedro. You rock. Should we do one more critter card since we've been doing all critter cards? Let's do the penguins, because penguins are awesome. We'll do, instead of having all winter cards, we'll have all critter cards. Let's see what measurement we end up with this. Let me cut that white edge off. Pedro rocks. I haven't had a chance to sit down and work on it yet. I need to listen to it like 47,000 times. All right, I'm gonna trim each side a little bit. I could take more off of that side. They're so cute. I love that. That's good right there. I mean, look at the little face on him. He's so cute. I could probably, I don't know, make a party on the inside. And then I need something across the bottom. Let me see. Do I have? I thought I had just a snowflake ribbon. I do. But it's got gold. I don't want gold. I don't want, I know what I have. I have this. I love penguins too, Cece. They are adorable. That would be cute across the bottom. But I'll mat this on maybe, oh, what do I want to mat it on? Silver or blue? Let me see. Or gray. What if I mat it on a dark blue? Let me see. Let's decide together. I have this blue. I could mat this here. I think that dark blue is good. And I could maybe, instead of this, use the white. Yes, the white will stand out better. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. And this will fit in that direction. We are good to go here. Let's do it. All right, do I have any more words that I need? Let me check. No more words. All right. So when I'm done with this, I will read the Mad Lib. 4 and an eighth. And I love what you do. Thank you, Elka. All the way from Germany, which is pretty awesome. I need to trim a little bit more. Trim off a little bit more. And a little bit more. Okay. And yep. Okay. Tape. All right. This little piece of adhesive stuck to the front, but that's okay because I'm going to cover it up. Yes. All right. My little penguins that are so cute. So cute. And this piece to here. Give that a cut like that. I got these embellishments here. This is from the Dollar Tree. It comes in all sorts of colors and it has dog hair on it. I just got to get my de-hair the shave my bling. Okay, put that there. I like that a lot. That's cute. And how about some snowflakes? Because, you know, why not? Okay, where are my snowflakes? I got to find them. They're way over here. Okay. Thank you guys. I really like the penguins. They're so cute. I love penguins. Have you guys ever seen videos of penguins walking around a zoo? They like let them loose in the zoo. Is that penguin drooling? No. I don't think so. I could put 3 there. Oh, yes. If you Google on YouTube penguins walking in the zoo or walking free, sometimes they let them out. The emote. Oh, yes. I think that penguin is drooling or crying. Is it a tear or drool? I can't tell. I don't know. Elka's over there holding fish for it. There. I like them to be a little crooked and not straight. Laughing tears. Yeah, there you go. And he's waving, so he must be happy. Is he waving goodbye? Oh, I hope it's not a sad penguin. We'll pretend it's happy and he's laughing. Your favorite animated movie is one of them is The Pebble and the Penguin. I've never heard of that. That's really cool. We have that. I want to see the actual real Stitch movie, Lilo and Stitch. I saw not the animated one, but the live action one. Because I was on a plane and they happened to have it, so that's why I watched it. But I hear that the animated one is better. I cannot wait to see it. So we have all of these cards. So we have all the winter cards, one holiday, but they're all critters. We have 2 penguins because this is a penguin too, with the curtain card. So yeah, very cool. Let me get a sip of my drink and then I'll read the Mad Lib. Thank you, Pedro. Yeah, we went through quite a few. And these are all recycled Christmas cards. This was a Christmas postcard. Or winter, I guess, postcard. Okay, here we go. Let's read this Mad Lib. We'll see what it is. This is in the New Year section. Happy New Year. And we have You're Invited. Join us for the most buck-toothed party of the century this New Year's Eve at the Walk-In Closet. The party is hosted by True Paradox, and the theme is bubblegum and glittery garland. We'll have a hot toddy fountain with cornflakes for dipping. Yes. Cracked heel painting and glitter tattoos. A photo booth with a whole bunch of frozen toes and ugly Christmas sweaters to wear. But that's not all. Just after midnight, the Grinch will be performing for the first time ever with Pedro. Don't miss this once-in-a-lifetime ostrich feather. Wear your dancing codpieces. And let's end this year in style. Okay, I didn't read what I was putting codpieces in there for. Maybe torn jeans was a better idea. I don't know. But codpieces is funnier. Dancing, yes. And yes, Bethany, I did get the Grinch in there for you. So yes. And cornflakes was from my mistake because I almost called snowflakes cornflakes because we were talking about tamales made with cornmeal, and that's where we got cornflakes. So these cards all have cornflakes on them. And yes, everyone, I hope you all have a very happy and safe New Year. I will be having a New Year's Eve party on Twitch starting at about 11:30 p.m. Eastern, ending at 1:15 a.m. Eastern because I'm going to ring in the Eastern New Year and the Central New Year. And yeah, what else is there? I don't know. I will be back next Monday here at 7 o'clock per my usual for another fun day. I have no idea what I'm gonna make. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Christine. Yes, I did 24 days of an advent calendar, and it was a fake brand of Lego, Christmas Vacation themed. And I opened each day and put them together. Todd edited them. Blah, blah, blah. I can't talk. And they're all up on my channel. I also did a flippy card, which is like this, where you see the front and the back. I did that video. And I also did a duck advent calendar. I have more in the planning stages. And yeah, if you do watch them, please leave a comment and a thumbs up. I greatly appreciate it. Even if you have them play in the background, it counts as, watch time and makes YouTube kind of happy with me. So, even if you have them on in the background, I would greatly appreciate it. A thumbs up and a comment also go a long way. I appreciate all of you guys. Thank you so much for all of your support in 2025 and in the prior years. And then thanks in advance for your upcoming support. You guys are awesome. I wouldn't be able to do this without all of you. Thank you, Angela and Christine, for being my awesome moderators. And I also have a Facebook group, Create with CraftyRia, and a Discord if you guys would like to check those out. If you're not already a member, I would love to have you as a member there. And then I also stream on Twitch Wednesdays and Thursdays. All right, you guys, thanks again for being here. You are all awesome, and I wish you all a very, very happy new year, and I will see you next year. But until the next video, I wanted to say one more thing. Thank you, Christine, for being a channel member. For my channel members, I'm going to start posting my videos early, my regular videos, so you will get a sneak peek. You'll get early access to those. So that will be a channel member perk. I did it, I think, with the last couple of videos. I hope that worked well for you, Christine. I'm still trying to figure out how YouTube likes me to do that, but that's what I'm working on. So we got that going. All right, you guys. Thanks again for being here. I appreciate all of you. Susan, I'll get you that in the mail, I promise. And until next year, you know what to do. Go get crafting. Bye-bye.